Hey everybody, it's the Nitty Professor, and I thought today would be a good day to give you an update on how the break-in is coming along with my Black Cherry Shrunken Bison Truman boots. So I've been able to wear them more the past couple of days, which is really great because what little snow we had went away. The temperature rose above zero, thank goodness, and it's still frozen. So today's high was 19. And that meant that I was able to get out in these boots without having to worry a whole lot about mucking them up. So that was really nice. I was able to wear them yesterday. And so I've worn them a few days in a row now, thanks to improvements in the weather and improvements in the ground conditions. And so here they are. So they don't look a whole lot different, but you can tell that the leather is starting to respond to the action of my ankle. So obviously we've got nice crease coming along here, and no patina to speak of because I'm not yet willing to put the effort into sort of changing the character of this leather. It's so beautiful right now, but what I do want is for these boots to be comfortable. And today I had them on for I'm just trying to think, at least 3 hours. And during that time I was doing a lot of walking. So I went to the vet for one of my dogs and went shopping, and I probably did about 3 miles worth of dog walking in them. And they did pretty well. So we're also getting, a bit of a, toe crease going on there. I can, even with my hands, I can, move the sole around a little bit. The tongue, as you can tell, I'm not a kilty user. I do like making the tongue sort of do what I want it to do. I don't fix it afterwards. That's just how I prefer to wear my boots. And these soles are as sturdy as I'll get out. So that's your Truman specific commando sole. And we have the stitching going around the lugs, I think, in an X boot or something like that. And I think Truman also has a more robust commando sole that they're selling now that does actually say Truman on the bottom, where the stitching goes over the lugs. I'm sure it's more work to make boots like that. I'm perfectly fine. So I'm not hiking up an Alp. So I'm just walking my dogs on what basically amounts to a ginormous lawn next to a farm. So there's a church by us that has at least a couple acres, and my yard's almost an acre. So by the time I walk all the way around that whole area, it's a fair distance with the dogs, and I walk my 3 dogs. Sometimes I walk my son's dog. So yeah, so I even had to cut the laces short today because they were stretching a little bit. The other boot looks pretty similar, equally beautiful. I did dust them off a little bit here. This crease is even a little bit more prominent, I think, because it's sort of falling along an existing line, which I think is kind of cool. You'd almost think there was a cut there or something. No, it's like a really prominent crease. And I enjoy this leather for this sort of variegated kind of look with the more subtle, I don't know if you want to call that the pattern or the texture on the toe, but in this area of the boot, it's more coarse, and it looks so cool. I think it'd be cool to try to paint that, It's just beautifully tanned. I don't know where this Shrunken Bison leather comes from. If you all have some intel on that, let me know. Truman is sometimes a little bit elusive about where their leathers come from, but usually you can kind of ferret it out if you try. And I haven't gone to that extent yet, but I have to assume it's an American product just because it is bison. And where else are you going to find bison, right? So anyhow, if you guys have any questions about these boots, let me know. One thing I noticed is that, so it's kind of shiny, and these boots, actually, the leather squeaks. You might be able to hear that a little bit. The leather actually squeaks, and I am confident that that noise, which can get slightly irritating, will dispel itself or whatever. It'll go away over time. So it's a little bit like they sound squeaky clean, squeaky new. So, and I don't know, maybe I could put a little wax on it. It might sort of smooth out that noise, but that's the only thing about them. They're irritating. So they're breaking in really good. I'm just thrilled that I bought them. I think this leather was a really good choice for me because it's tough and it's also flexible. One thing that's interesting too, if you look on the inside, you can really see this rough interior. So we might, call it the rough in because that part isn't on the outside, it's on the inside. It's so dark in there, and we have the Truman boots. So I thought maybe this would feel a little bit rough on my, with my socks in there, but no, it wears fine. It's very comfortable. So I think that covers the gamut. But like I say, if you have any questions or if you have any experience with these boots, with this leather, let me know. I'd be really interested to see what I can expect as I continue to break them in. So thank you very much. Thanks again for your subscriptions, for your comments. I really enjoy them. I've learned so much on this channel, and I look forward to continuing to learn more. So thank you. See you soon. Bye.